Italy. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers, and it's the European qualifier between Hungary and Croatia, the final day of the qualifiers for the 32-team World Cup. Well, this has been the action in Group J in this final window of the European qualifiers. You see that Italy, Lithuania, and Poland won the other day. Of course, Italy and Poland, with those wins, took up the two remaining top three spots in Group J and therefore qualified for the World Cup. Hungary, Croatia were both eliminated from contention as the Netherlands had during the last window.
Number 6, Toni Kopic. Number 7, Jakub Mustapic. Number 9, Toni Nakic. Number 10, Toni Perkovic. Number 12, Darko Kamilic. Number 15, Miro Budar. Number 17, Domagoj Vukovic. And number 21, Kesimir Jurčić. The head coach for the Croatian team, Drazen Anzurovic.
So Croatia have been introduced. It's been a campaign of frustration for them. You're talking about one of the top teams that had played at the Olympics in the quarterfinals. Did not have a great FIBA Eurobasket 2017, but hopes were high, and they just have not been able to get the job done this time. Now for Hungary being introduced. You can see smiles on the faces of the Hungarian players. I mean, really for both of these teams, even though they've come up short of the 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup, it's been a great experience. A lot of them have been able to play for their national team, wearing the shirt of their national team in front of their home fans for the first time ever in competitive games. And it's been an unforgettable experience. Some of you will be happy, some of you will not be happy, but the fact of the matter is it's been a big event, and it's going to continue, and it's been overall a wonderful exercise. Now we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems of both Croatia and Hungary.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Hungary.
Kedves közönség, Magyarország himnusza következik.
Okay, the national anthems have been played, and always good to hear those. Anzelovic and his coaches greeting their counterparts. And you can look at the referees for today's game, as well as the rosters and the starting fives. Referees will be Johan Rosso in the middle from France, Sergei Zeshuk from Ukraine on the left, and Marcos Michailidis from Switzerland on the right. Well, this is a Hungary team that's, again, they've had some success in these qualifiers. Didn't win enough games, though. And for Croatia, it's the same thing. They kind of got behind the 8 ball early, and they were never able to recover. Karlo Ujerevic, Vojo Peric, all the way down to the bottom. This is still, you got a lot of talent in this team for Croatia. They want to come out and prove it tonight. Luka Samanic wasn't called up because of an injury, but they're going to start with Vojo Peric, Marcinkovic, Krušlin, Kadic, and sorry, I forgot the other one, but we will see shortly. And also for Hungary, this is a big roster. And we talk about some of their favorable results that they had. I'll go over those with you. But after we look at their roster, Keller, Vojvoda, Benke, Jared Jones playing in this window, Peric, Horty, Pearl, Ailingsfield, all for coach Stojan Ivkovic. And their starting 5 will be Vojvoda, Keller, Benke, Jared Jones, and Verratti, Benedek Verratti. Hungary started with a 10-point loss to Poland in the first round. They bounced back with an 8-point triumph over Kosovo. Then they lost a tough one at Lithuania by just 5 points. Hungary won against Poland by 7. They beat Kosovo. There's Anzelovic, the coach of Croatia. Then in September, they went up against the Netherlands. That was a big game. They won by 15 there. Hungary lost by 6 at home to Italy, which was disappointing. That was a game they felt like they should have won. They certainly could have won it. And they lost by 5 to Croatia in Croatia. And there's Stojan Ivkovic. His team did win against the Netherlands in their last game of the last window. But the other night, they just weren't even at the races. They got blown out in Varese by Italy, 75-41. They had to win both games to stay in contention. Even 2 wins would not have guaranteed them a spot in the World Cup. So this is look at this as an opportunity, especially for some of the young players or players that are trying to open eyes and get a shot to play for the national team on a more regular basis. Look at this as an opportunity for them to come out and win one for the country and to raise eyebrows. We saw Ivkovic, Stojan Ivkovic, and many of these Hungary players at the FIBA Eurobasket back in 2017. Interesting to see Jared Jones in this team. He was a really good player last season in the Basketball Champions League. Piotr Korszyaka played the other night, though, and only had 2 points and 3 rebounds, and that was just under 23 minutes. So it wasn't that productive, but it's not like you flip a switch and all of a sudden it works. But certainly nothing worked the other night against the Italians. Well, hello everybody. Welcome. We are in Hungary. This is the European qualifier for the World Cup between Hungary in white and Croatia in red. Neither team has a chance to get to the World Cup. They've already been eliminated from contention. But they'd like to go out on a high. Good pressure here early on by Croatia. So an early turnover. Kadic puts it up mid-range and hits it. They actually, Croatia, of the two teams, obviously they had a much better game the other night against Poland. But Poland, I think, just kind of reminded everybody of how they've progressed in international basketball. They ended up hitting back from a big deficit to win by 8. Vojvoda has it in the lane. Little floater, gets it back, takes it back out. Barati down low to Keller. Over to Jared Jones. Jared Jones starts off here with a corner three-pointer. Croatia led Poland the other night early by 14 points, but just could not hold them at bay. Miro Balan gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Pushlin looks around like, wasn't there a foul? Jared Jones gets inside. Well, he's having his way, and as people will remember in his days with the Basketball Champions League, when he gets it going, he can go off for a big number. Foul called on Vojvoda. Peric gets it, and Miro Balan short. Now the pass to Akos Keller. Barati, go! Jones has set the tone, and it seems like it's contagious. Everybody's now starting to play better. Balan has the ball batted, but good. Well, Peric snatched the ball out of the air and had a look at a putback or a score, but was not successful. Now Binke, who had that great game against the Netherlands in the last window. Here he is driving in, gets swatted by Miro Balan. Of course, the big game in Europe today is between Montenegro and Latvia. That has not tipped off yet, but if Montenegro win that game, they will qualify for the World Cup. For Latvia, I believe they have to win by nine points or more. And if they do that, then they would finish in the top 3 and qualify for the World Cup. Keller misses with the first one. That one is good. Peric thought about going up. Kadic hands it off, and Pushlin flies in and scores. And it goes, and Keller goes up for the dunk. So yeah, that is confirmed. Latvia will have to win that one by 9 or more against Montenegro in Montenegro if they're going to go to the World Cup. Montenegro won the first game. Krušlin gets the rebound. Miro Balan goes right up against Akos Keller. They're going to count it, and he's going to go to the line. And the three-point play is Miro Balan's. So that pulls Croatia to within a point. Jared Jones fouled. He's causing problems, isn't he? Guess Italy were able to neutralize him the other night. Zoltan Perel comes into the game. Promising youngster. Played so well, led them in scoring at the Eurobasket back in 2017. Miro Balan says, you can give this to me, I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to make it. Now Benke, bounce pass to Pearl. And tried to score with a reverse layup. I think Balan would have done better just to let him go. So changes coming into the game now for Croatia. Jakov Mustapic has checked in number 7, and Darko Planinic, who wears number 12. And everybody will remember Darko Planinic for his outstanding contribution at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament back in 2016 when Croatia won that event in Turin and then went to the Olympics in Rio. So Pearl missed the first one, but he makes the second. It's 11-9 lead. Hervelio Peric trying to get it over to Darko Planinic. Interesting to see the foul called. Stojan Ivkovic is, as his name might suggest, comes from around Croatia. Well, in fact, he was born in Dubrovnik. Used to play the game. Also works as the sports director at one of the clubs in Hungary. Good job by Vojvoda getting over and preventing the pass from being made. Had a very long playing career himself, in fact. Much of it was actually in Hungary, and that's how he's ended up coaching in Hungary and becoming a national team coach since 2013. Zoltan Pearl. Ailingsfield in the game, number 22, got the rebound. Vojvoda, go! Well, you talk about good shooters. I mean, if he's in his rhythm, he can knock down about 5 in a row. He's tough. Here's Darko Planinic. Well, he just bulled his way inside. There was no stopping him there. Balint Horthy had no chance. Horthy hands it off, and the bounce pass from Benke goes back to him. He's out of bounds. Got it, changed his directions, gets in. That was a slick move, but he didn't have the finish. And now, Zoltan Pearl runs, gets it to Vojvoda, who puts it up from about 15, and it's good. Planinic with the offensive rebound, and a foul called on Keller. Drive was by Toni Perkovic, number 10, and then Planinic was there for the offensive rebound. So Hrvoje Peric goes out. Karlo Ujurevic has checked in, as well as Domagoj Vukovic for Croatia. Second one is good as well. And turnover. Nope, he avoided it. Vojvoda has it. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. So Pearl goes to the line and makes the first one. He was their leading scorer, as I said, at FIBA Eurobasket 2017, and one of their bright young talents in the qualifiers. He's averaged 11.3 points per game. And in fact, he's played in all 11 games, along with Vojvoda, Eilingsfield, and Benke. And Keller's played 10 games. So that's the core. Also Roscoe Allen, but Roscoe Allen not here this time. Darko Planinic. Eilingsfield with the rebound. Now Pearl crosses midcourt. Hungary with that 5-point lead. Vojvoda for three. Brings some rain. And with that, Anzulovic calls timeout.
Ko je ostavio Vojvodu? A ne može, on je najbolji šuter, ostavljamo ga samog. Vuče, ako ne možeš prebaciti loptu na daku, pa stani, vrati, pa idi u pik, pa roll, pa idemo dalje, jedna druga strana. Ej, brži protok lopte, jedna druga strana. Sporo smo u napadu, spori smo. Ali prva stvar, nemamo dovoljno agresivno.
Foglia, big guy, okay? Okay, big guy defense for you. You 5 position. Te ne ideš mes. Rendbevo, nem? One side. Pop meč. Ne bali. Eilingsfield, nem, tu dobe. Jól volt. Igen, ez jó volt. Jó volt. Oké? Jó volt. Világos, nem? Ha ötös fogja téged, te mész a pop. One side.
So you see Coach speaking in English briefly there for Jared Jones' benefit. Here was the three-pointer from Vojvoda, and that's what I think got Anzulovic upset. He's like, of all the players in that Hungary team, there's one that we simply cannot allow any space to shoot three-pointers, and it's that man right there, and he was able to get that space on the drill, the three-pointer. So Vojvoda off to a good start. He's got 8 points and a couple of threes. Here's Planinic, straight at Jones. Vojvoda again, this time inside the arc. Planinic gets over there for the rebound. Planinic's numbers going up, up, and away. 6 points. In fact, that was his first rebound, surprisingly. He's trying to back up Ellingsfield, but Ellingsfield comes around. Now Jared Jones gets it to Vojvoda, who passes right up to Ellingsfield. He misses, and quickly to the other end. Unbelievable. Jakov Mustapic had a couple of clean looks at it underneath. Missed a shot. That three-pointer by Vukovic just got the rim, and now Pearl brings it up. Watch for Jared Jones to set the pick and roll. Nope, Pearl's going to come around. Ellingsfield again gets in. Beautiful pass to Pearl. Takes it back out. Vojvoda not in any rush. Now there's 5 on the shot clock. It's go time. He puts it up. And another one. That was a 2. He is definitely a gifted scorer, Vojvoda. Ellingsfield called for the foul, guarding Planinic. You can see his feet were on the line, both of them. Can't emphasize enough the importance of signing off with a win for both of these national teams, both of these countries. And it's back at the free throw line. And when I say it's important, because you just want to have a good taste in your mouth. If Croatia could get a 5th win, 5-7 is much better than 4-8. And likewise, for Hungary, if they could say they won half of their qualifying games at 6-6, that would be something to hang their hat on, especially from this group, which was really a tough group when you look back at it. Maybe the surprise team, well, you have to say Italy or Poland. Probably the biggest surprise was how Lithuania were able to qualify as quickly and as easily as they did, although they did have a couple of close games, including one against the Netherlands. Long rebound, and a foul called on Croatia's number 7, Jakov Mustapic. Benke comes back in, as well as Horthy. Well, Zoltan Pearl has missed a couple of free throws tonight. Coming into this game, he had shot 81.8%. He's gone 2 of 4 now. So 4.9 seconds remains in the opening quarter. And Hungary lead it by 8 points. Ball inbounded. Still a little bit of time. And great defense at the end. So Ujurevich was trying to get into position to shoot it, and Hungary would not allow him that opportunity. So Hungary lead it 24-16 after one.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here.
So far, looking at the leading scores for both of these teams, 10 points for David Vojvoda, 5 for Jared Jones, and 4 for Zoltan Pearl. Actually, Zoltan Pearl's now 4 of 6 at the free throw line, not 2 of 4. So percentage has gone up a little bit. And for Croatia, Darko Planic has 7 points and a couple of rebounds, 5 points for Miro Balan. 2 apiece for Tony Katic and Filip Krušlin. In terms of the team stats, Hungary 5 of 13 inside the arc, Croatia 6 of 15 inside the arc. But look at the difference from 3-ball range. 3 3-pointers for Hungary. 2 of them by Vojvoda and 1 by Jones. So that's 9 points from long range that they've been able to get. And Croatia haven't hit any of their threes yet. But what Coach Drazen Anzelovic was saying during that timeout is they need to be much faster out on the court. They're moving around too slow. So that was information relayed to me from our colleague Igor Turkovic, who was listening courtside. Another basket for Hungary, and now Hrvoje Peric denied. Aylesfield's 3-pointer means they've hit 4 tonight. And probably if you're frustrated, you know, if you're Croatia, you're thinking, okay, we don't want to give away the 3-pointers to Vojvoda, but if he hits it, at least he's known for being a 3-point shooter. But when Aylesfield comes out and drills a 3-pointer, that's when it stings. They get 2 back with that. Aylesfield shooting credible, 57% from 3-point range, 12 of 21. So he has kind of established that part of his game in these qualifiers. But he hasn't taken nearly as many as some of his teammates, like Vojvoda. Aylesfield got locked up there. That's a good call by the ref. Good spot. Marcus Keller comes back into the game. Tony Katic was literally locked up by Aylesfield, and Aylesfield has to go to the bench. The foul called on Akers Keller. He's just a foul magnet. I mean, he just gets into foul trouble all the time. He literally just stepped back onto the court and picked up his third foul. Crucially hands it off to Hrvoje Peric. Peric makes it. And it's back to a 7-point deficit. Jones has it. Going to put it up from deep. And didn't hit anything, so it's going to turn it over to Croatia. The shot clock violation gives it back to Croatia, who scored the last couple of baskets. Near the line, comes from the baseline. Goes at Keller. That is going to be offensive foul. Well, good idea. Trying to get Keller to pick up his fourth foul, and Keller had to probably breathe a sigh of relief when that whistle went. I remember watching Marc Gasol once get his fourth foul for Spain in the Olympic final in 2012 in London when they were playing the USA. So it is risky playing a guy with 3 fouls in the first half. Shot clock about to expire. Binke puts it up. A very tough shot. It's good. I will never forget his game against the Netherlands in the last window. He was like out of this world. Quick response by Hrvoje Peric, who's starting to heat up a little bit. Now Jared Jones dribbles it low and is bumped by Hrvoje Peric. Foul called once again on Mustapic. Oh, beautiful drive and scores with the left hand. Vojvoda is having a terrific first half. Keller grabs the rebound off the Bilan miss. Now the alley-oop pass and the dunk. Keller with the slam. And it was Vojvoda who threw it up there. Vojvoda is having a terrific game. Now he's got 12 points, 2 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Here's Peric. And again, Velarde knocks it away. The pass from Crucially. And Tony Katic wasn't able to get it. Here's, look at this, his eyes. You know it's coming, and Keller's not going to miss that. He's going to catch it, and he's going to flush it. Velarde was not fooled by the no-look. Nearly 4 minutes into the second quarter. And Hungary back in front by 11. Pearl goes behind his back. Now spins. Again, look at him. Oh, no look pass to the corner is Binke. Good! Hungary are on fire. 36-22. And Angelovic has to call a timeout.
Nismo mobilni, ej. Ne može stati s driblingom da ostavimo Bekija samo, Krule. Šuter je jak. Slušaj.
Planinic.
Ako realiziramo
So 7 points leading the way, but right now they're having a lot of problems containing Hungary.
Krule, ti si u sredini. Svako ima svog u match-up. Okej? Hej! Prati Krule u sredini.
Okay, one more. A no hand off with second block, okay? Hey, majstori. On nekaj foul. Aki nekaj nič foul.
Listen to these numbers. So Keller has 7 points, 2 rebounds, a couple of assists, and a block. That's why even with the... Okay, well, Pickers actually now he's got 2 fouls, so I think they've taken one away. So that's why. And why he stayed in the game, anyway. And you've got Vojvoda, who has 12 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and he is 5 of 8 from the floor. You can see how Jared Jones could be a real weapon for this Hungary team as well. And he commits the foul. The thing is, with Jones, you're only allowed 1 naturalized player. So you have to make your decision there on what your needs are. Into the corner it goes, and the 3-pointer off the back of the rim. Govins had played as the naturalized player 8 games for Hungary. Coming back in for Croatia, number 3, Pavle Marcinkovic. Can they turn the screw here a little bit? Jump shot up, but no good. But put back is there, and Hungary has stretched the lead to 16. Planinic, traveling is the call. That last basket has pushed Keller's numbers to 9 points. So Hungary up 38-22 with 4:39 remaining in this Group J game against Croatia. Zoltan Pearl has it. Pearl, top of the key, passes. Three-pointer for Vojvoda. And shot is blocked, but a foul has been called.
Bekikövetett, hogy átjátszik a második voltja.
So Crucially goes to the line and makes the first one. Second one is good. Ailingsfield. Sultan Pearl drives. Planinic held his ground. Keller gives it back to Pearl. Vojvoda to Ailingsfield. Beautiful pass. And then Keller went up. It looked like he was going to dunk it. And for some reason, the ball got away from him. And now the drive in the basket is good for Planinic. So Hungary called timeout.
Fepu! Sili! Ákos, bírod? Figyelj, mindjárt rendben van. Hát ide jön a passz. Ne felejtsd el, próbáljátok passzolni, ez az oldalon van a négyes. Kezdés? Ja, kezdés. Ha itt a oldalon négyes, ide passzol. Mert a pick and roll jön az ötösra. Világos, nem? Mindjárt rendben van, gyerekek. első támadás lesz a bull. Szimpla bull, tudjuk, nem? Hop, passz, négyesnak, kamu pick. És ott...
Kruška! Low post je baseline trap. Hej, hej, oni su isto u bonusu, da vidim dubina, širina.
Coming out of the timeout, rather. See how Croatia, if they can continue this little fight back, but three-pointer is good for Hungary. And Ferenc, the latest to join the three-point shooting brigade tonight, takes the lead back to 15. Crucially, or Katic, denied as he tries to score. Slick move. That was good defense, but anyway, the foul was committed. Shot clock's about to expire. They get it off just in the nick of time, and they hit the three-pointers, Crucially. Vojvoda. Sultan Pearl. Oh, what a finish from Pearl. He's having a pearl of a game as well. 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. He could be flirting with a triple-double if this keeps up. Now, Planinic fumbles it out of bounds, and the ball goes over to Hungary. Zalovic and Planinic. Having words now. Pearl and Vojvoda. Everybody's playing well for Hungary, it seems, tonight. Here's Pearl. Over to Ailingsfield. Another three. Yes, it is. Take back what I said. They need to make sure they've got somebody on him the whole time as well. Just look at him like he's Vojvoda. He's drilled a couple tonight. 17 points, the lead now for Hungary. Rubeline at the line. And Belon makes both. So we take it back to a 15-point deficit with a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Pearl. Oh, beautiful dump. And the right choice by Horty to take it back outside. Ailingsfield goes up. Couldn't control it. Another pass into the corner. Stoppage was off target, and now under a minute to go here in the first half. Vojvoda. Pearl. Oh, beautiful pass. Horty went up. The foul called on Belon. Jones back in. Ailingsfield takes a seat. So that was the third foul on Belon, so he has to go out. And Horty gets some love from the rim. The ball goes in. Second one is good as well. Biggest lead of the game right now, 17 points. Katic, Vukovic, Jared Jones with the rebound, and they will not be in a rush. Pearl. Wonder if that's where they go for the wisdom in that team. Here he goes. Back to Jones. Spins, gets in. Well, they had a good look. Just enough time for Croatia. And sure enough, they get a deuce. So at least Croatia can go to halftime a little bit closer and leading at 48-33. Hungary on top by 15 points at the break. So 7 of 12 from three-point range for Hungary, 1 of 6 for Croatia. That is the big difference in the game. Hungary also have gotten some second chance points off those offensive rebounds. 9 of their 21 are on the offensive glass. And those stats are exactly even. So we are at halftime. It's 48-33. Hungary on top of Croatia. David Vojvoda with 12 points. Akos Keller with 9, 6 apiece for Zoltan Pearl and Janusz Ailingsfield, and 5 for Jared Jones. 9 points apiece for Miro Belon, Darko Planinic for Croatia, and 7 for Krušlin 4 for Katic and Hrvoje Peric. Enjoy the highlights. We'll be right back. It's 48-33, Hungary on top at halftime. 48-33 Hungary on top of Croatia here in Hungary at halftime in the final European qualifier for both of these teams. Coach Angelovic just wants to see better execution. He definitely wants to see a win, but you get the feeling that, I don't know, maybe this game means a little bit more to Hungary. They certainly seem looser than Croatia. They got the fans behind them here. Listen to the coach.
Ez vigyázzunk csak! A csapda lesz! A csapda lesz! Azonnal, figyelj, látjátok a csapda, azonnal menekülni csak, jó? Szili, látjátok csapda, azonnal menjünk, keres valami, állj!
I onda skok nam treba svih 5, nemoj me gledati. Nema gledanja. Prvi napad. Hoću Daka, kad on protrči, da Toniju dribla na ovu stranu. Krule, trostruki za tebe ovdje. Riješi sa Dakom ili sa uručenjem, ili sa šutom, okej? Okej? Imaš čitavu stranu.
Ne ideš od ovdje, jo?
Second half action underway here in Hungary, where the hosts lead by 15 points over Croatia and have been very impressive, especially shooting the ball from deep. They were 7 of 12 in the first half. Turning the ball over was Krushlin as he tried to get the ball to Katic in the corner. Varadi. Decent first half here. It's Keller right at the line. Stoppage number 7. Gets the ball to Hrvoje Peric. He's fouled by Varadi. Varadi played 6 games coming into this one in the European qualifiers. Only averaged about 14.9 minutes per game and 2.8 points, but given a more prominent role in this one, with Govins not playing and Jerry Jones playing. Krushlin went up. Benke put him off the shot, so he ends up turning it over. Varadi. Over to Benke. Trying to get it back over to Keller. Hungary will maintain possession. 14 on the shot clock. Vojvoda. Jerry Jones wasn't going to shoot it, then he decided to, and the stoppage with the rebound. Peric. Katic for 3. Three-pointer is good. Well, Jared Jones just takes it right away from Krushland. Keller. Oh, the follow from Vojvoda. Not entirely happy with something over there. Peric turns. Takes a seat. Mustapic puts it up from deep. And the ball batted back out. Mustapic hands it off, and the foul from behind on Planinic committed by Jared Jones. Planinic makes the first one. And he misses both. Ailingsfeld with the rebound. Ailingsfeld, the ball swatted out of bounds. Foul called on Peric. Ailingsfeld at the line, and right now Hungary just kind of cruising along comfortably, up 16 points. Ailingsfeld, however, missing the free throw. Beautiful drive by Mustapic, but he didn't make the shot. Bear Jones. Voivoda almost was out of bounds. Pearl misses from deep, and then Croatia throw it up the floor. Oh, great hustle back by Pearl to get the block. And now the game gets crazy. And Katic goes in and misses the shot. Wow. It's a lot of action with no points. Pearl blocked Perkovic on that play. Watch this. It's close. Could have been goal interference. I couldn't tell if it hit the backboard first or not. That's what Perkovic is arguing that it did, that it had. Ujarevich guarding Pearl. And Ujarevich called for the foul. And Voivoda nails another jumper. His numbers just keep going up. 19 points now. Peric, three-pointer for Croatia. Thomas Ailingsfield brings it across, hands it off to Pearl. Voivoda fouled by Perkovic. Team foul number 4. That was Voivoda on a previous possession, going to 19 points. Back in the game as well. Voivoda target with that attempt. Ferenc in number 15, Csaba Ferenc for Hungary. Mirablan back in for Croatia, making that pass. Ferenc from behind the arc. Perkovic. Attempt by Perkovic is short. When you're struggling as a team, things like this happen. Miss the free throws, just constantly an uphill battle, it seems. Second one no good as well. Croatia won the first game back on November 29th by 5 points. It's been all Hungary tonight. Perkovic drives in and banks it in. Nice, sweet move. pass over to Ferenc. Good! Just keep pouring it on. Turnover, Keller has it. Up ahead to Verratti. Good hustle down, and the putback attempt by Ferenc. He's fouled, so he goes to the line. Hungary average about 68.4, or they've averaged 68.4 points per game. We'll probably shoot over that one today. Two free throws push the lead to 19. Biggest lead of the game. Kruschland into the corner. Looking for an opening, and it has to be a desperation heave in the end that almost goes in from Uljerevic, but 20 years of age, Uljerevic. Played in 2 previous games. Keller hands it off, and Pearl. Oh, Pearl missed the layup. He's had a really good game, making some terrific plays, but that was an easy one that he missed. Marcus Keller takes a seat. And Mirabalan is at the line. Mirabalan now has 11 points on the night. Grabs the rebound on the miss. It's 18 points. Just doesn't look like Croatia's making any progress at all. And almost a turnover. And a three-pointer is good. Well, since he's come in, Ferenc has been spot on. And he's taking the lead now to 21 points. And the foul called on Ferenc. Back to a 19-point deficit here, the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Pearl takes it in, gets it back to Ellisfield, and he drills it. Janos Ellisfield having a good game, 9 points now for him, along with 8 rebounds. Quick pass. Vukovic drills the three. And that'll be the last shot of the quarter. Well, it's not mission impossible, as a friend of mine likes to say, but it probably is mission improbable. Hungary lead it 66-48, 10 minutes remaining. Those are the numbers after 3 quarters, the shooting numbers. Hungary just outstanding. Look at that, 48% from three-point range. And overall, it's better and really fluid. They had a good early start, and they seem to just kind of be cruising right now. Overall from the floor, they're 45.1%. Croatia are now 4 of 10 from three-point range. Hungary out rebounding them 30-22. Hungary also 12 points off of the Croatian turnovers, 6 points for Croatia off the Hungary turnovers. And the biggest lead of the game has been 21 points for the Hungarians. Jared Jones drives in, trying to get a foul called on Vukovic, and then Croatia throw the ball out of bounds. Jared Jones turns and nope, doesn't score, misses. And Vukovic almost scored. Ball kind of rimmed out after it hit the backboard. Got off in time. Keller there for the rebound. Passes it back outside. Reset it. Vojvoda drives in, puts it up, and Miro Balan with the rebound. 3-point attempt, and Krušlin misses. Three-pointer, nope. The rebound for Croatia. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, still trailing by 18 points. And Varadi picks up the foul. He's going to go out, and Binka's going to come back in. Krušlin passes into the corner and denied, but Croatia get it back, and the scrap for the ball. Marcinkovic, who's going to have an opportunity there, but with 7:47 to go, it's all Hungary right now. Benke. Parents spotting up over there in the right corner. If they penetrate, they might be able to get him the ball. It's going to be Jared Jones again. And he was going up for the dunk. And now Kruschlin is going to be hit with a technical foul for waving at the referee because he didn't like his call. So 2 free throws will be coming for Jared Jones. And Jones will also take the, well, we'll see if he takes the technical. He's going to take the free throws for his miss. 1. Oh, I guess they haven't called a technical. I thought they had. So, yeah, they did call it technical. They just haven't registered on the official stats that, in fact, a technical was called. So he's made 2, and now he's made 3. So, yeah, the Kruschlin was hit with a technical. Timeout Croatia, looking for ideas. They trail 69-48, 7.5 minutes remaining.
Kontroliraj se, malo se koncentriraj na napad, imamo puno čistih situacija, nismo ništa realizirali. Dobro vrtimo loptu, jedna druga strana, treba nam realizacija. Ej! Vera, 4 za Peru, prvi napad. Na brzinu ga riješi, okej? 4 za Peru. Igramo do kraja, ej!
Ja dođem pet, onda mene segíten. Okay, a big guy.
Boyford with the 19 points, leading all scores. Keller has the 2 block shots. Think about, again, the importance of winning this game. If you're hungry, you're here in front of your home crowd, even though you can't progress. They want to see, the Croatian fans will be disappointed, although they seem to be enjoying the entertainment during the timeout. You know, if you win, you finish 6-6. You can say, hey, this is something we can, you know, we're continually building. We played at the Eurobasket in 2017. Here we are making it into the second round of the qualifiers for the World Cup. We still had a chance to qualify for the World Cup going into that last window. We won 1 of our 2 games. So, yeah, so I think there's a lot that rides on this type of situation. There's more there than meets the eye. I mean, you could say neither team has a chance to progress, so it doesn't matter. But how can you if you're hungry, you're not going to come out in front of your home crowd and put in a lame performance. You're going to come out and try to win the ball game. And for Croatia, well, you know what? We've seen this before. They've had good spells, good runs, and they've dipped and not played well. They've had all-star teams, it seems like. Remember Eurobasket 2015 when we thought they just had an incredible team, but they didn't get anything going at that Eurobasket, even though they were one of the group phase hosts. Here's the basket. It's good. So it's, you know, they were fully loaded. I mean, they had pretty much everybody, if I remember correctly, back in 2015, and didn't do anything. Then they were 2016. They got to the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, and they won it. And then they got to the Olympics and reached the quarterfinals, and were really one of the top teams in that competition. They just ran into a good Serbia team in the quarterfinals and lost. And then at the Eurobasket 2017, the expectations were high because of what had happened, and they didn't do well again. So it's we've been here with Croatia before. You know, when you expect a lot from them, sometimes they don't deliver, and then sometimes when you don't expect much at all, they do deliver. And the qualifiers situation obviously is different in that, you know, but it's like this for all teams. You know, you're getting together throughout the year, throughout the different windows. Voivode hugged by his coach as he goes over to the bench. Getting inside and scoring was Toni Kadic. Kind of nice game, I think. 16 points, the advantage. Still some work to do here for Hungary. Binka. Badari gets it to Keller, who goes up for the jam. Voje Peric passes it back out. Krušle. Oh, beautiful pass. Kadic inside to Bilan. And again, it's a 16-point deficit. The comeback, if it's going to happen, it needs to start happening now for Croatia. Foul called on Croatia, so it'll stay down at this end. Look at Ivkovic. Still wants to see some execution here. He knows this thing isn't over yet. Badari. Badari missed that attempt, but they got bailed out by a foul. Keller for three. Good. Well, that just rubs salt in the wound for Croatia, doesn't it? Drive in the foul. 4:41 remaining. Look at this, Keller. He's like, you know what? If ever I'm going to not have any issues taking three-pointers with my coach, it's going to be in a game like this. There's only games in Europe and the Americas. Puerto Rico will be playing Uruguay later tonight with a spot at the World Cup at stake, as well as the Dominican Republic are still in contention. And of course, Montenegro and Latvia are playing right now. And Latvia need to win that by 9 to get to the World Cup. Otherwise, it'll be Montenegro that gets to the World Cup. And right now, Latvia are leading that game by 9, 44-35. And a sportsmanlike foul has been called. Are they going to count it as well? On Binka, this could change everything. Look at this. Are they going to count it? I think, do they want to look at it? Johan Grosso is going to look at it. My gut instinct says no, that's not shooting. He just went up, took the shot after the foul. But usually when I say what I think, I'm wrong. So if they were to count that basket, it could be a big trip down the floor. Look at that. Depends, when did they call the foul? Did they call it once he was already on his way up shooting? Or was it before that? Yes. Unsportsmanlike. Basket counts. And could be a potential 5 or 6 point trip down the floor this time. Wow. So they called the unsportsmanlike when he was already in the shooting motion, and Binka's probably thinking, gosh, I wish I hadn't done that now. So that ends up being already a 3-point play. So it's back down to 16. Now if they score again, say if they get a 3, that would be a 6-point play, and they would be trailing by just 13 points. Hervoje Peric is going to launch one. And a foul will be called on Hungary. Coach doesn't want to take any chances. He wants to get Vojvoda back in the game. Wants to kill this thing off for the reasons that we've spoken about. It's important for this Hungary team to get a win tonight. Planic misses his first. Second one does go in. So 15 points is the deficit. Pearl, who has 6 points. Geller was open from 3. Gives it back to Binka, who puts it up. And they took off a little bit more time, but he comes up with a steal now, Binka. And with a 3-on-2, Pearl nevertheless is going to come out. Pearl has it knocked away. And driving down and missing for Croatia was Perkovic. Peric was there to try to follow, but was unsuccessful. Now to Keller. .245 remaining, still a 15-point lead. This will be a dagger if it goes in. And yes, it does. It looked like it wasn't. And then just as it started to get stuck, Planic went up and looked like he was going to knock it away. But the ball ended up falling in for Vojvoda, and he now has 21 points. Hervoje Peric. And Croatia just can't get anything sustained in terms of a run going here to give themselves a shot. It looked like they might have a chance when the unsportsmanlike was called. Planic called for the foul. Look at this. So it goes up, it's hanging on the rim. Look at it, it's hanging on the rim. And now watch Planic come up, right? Oh, it was getting ready to go in. It was about to fall in, so Planic did go up and at least try to knock it off the rim, but he just couldn't quite get enough of it. Vojvoda says, now can I leave? Is that good enough? Gave him another minute and a half or so. Full-time Pearl. Binka. Peric, another 3. So Peric having himself quite a game. coming off the bench in relatively limited minutes, 14 points. Oh, good D from Keller, but the ball ended up with Croatia, but then Benka knocks it away, and he's going to get a dunk. Oh, no, he's going to miss it. He wanted to have a celebratory dunk. But the offensive rebound means more time will go off the clock for Hungary. There, Jones. Now Hrvoje Peric. And again. It's not been their night tonight. It's Croatia's night. Benka. Well, they'll be laughing about that one at the team dinner, I think. Pearl splits the defense. Alley-oop pass! Slamming it home was Filipovity, who's only just come in. And rattling in a three-pointer was Nakic. So no, they haven't qualified for the World Cup, but yes, they have been a big part of these European qualifiers, the World Cup qualifiers. They've given their fans, they've satisfied their appetite of national team games. Playing here at home, 17 points for Ferenc. Look at that. What a terrific performance for him. I mean, he has been unreal tonight. And answering was Ujorevic, and that will be it. So 84-65, Hungary win it. Remarkable performance. He only had 2 games under his belt before, Java Ferenc, and he had scored 3 points in each of those. And guess what? He came out and dropped 17 tonight on this Croatia team. Hungary win it 84-65. Lovic and Croatia will go back to the locker room, and we'll expect to see the next time Croatia get together. They're going to have some more ideas, and they'll come back strong. That's been their history. What about this Hungary team? Well, the prospects are there. You know, they've got some good ball players. They certainly shot it lights out from three-point range, 13 of 28, 46%. So that really kind of helped them. And from a rebounding standpoint, 39 boards to 29 for Croatia. 15 rebounds for Hungary came on the offensive glass. Croatia ended up having 17 turnovers. And as the tradition is with this national team, they always gather in front of their fans on the court, sing the national anthem again. Vojvoda with 21 points. Keller had 8 rebounds. Pearl was the high man with 11 assists. Katic had 14 points for Croatia. 3 steals for Benka. 2 blocks for Keller. And Vojvoda had the 3 turnovers. Krušlin had 6 turnovers for Croatia. So Ferenc ended up as the game's second leading scorer behind Vojvoda. Keller had the 14. And just overall, just a terrific night for basketball in Hungary. Again, it's always better to leave on the back of a win, whether it's in a tournament or in the qualifiers, than it is to leave with a loss. That's why even when you get to the final of some tournaments, you'll see a lot of teams are always happier after they've won the third place game. They're happier than the team that ends up with second place because they've lost the final. It's always better to win on your last day in the competition. So they'll go back to their clubs maybe with an extra bounce in their step. And especially for Hungary, because they were really run out of the gym the other night against Italy. They had something to prove tonight. They wanted to say, hey, we're not as bad as we showed the other night against Italy in Varese. So we're going to prove it tonight, and prove it they did. They came out. I think some of it was Croatia they were lacking some intensity, maybe is the best way to put it. Some physicality. They were playing a little bit slow. One of the main aspects of the qualifiers was the realization that a lot of national teams need to develop their programs and get more young, talented players going, getting them experience, because you're not always going to be able to rely on the same players. Sometimes players, even for the big tournaments, just aren't able to play. And we have seen a lot of that happen in this process. And it's also been about getting guys a chance to play that deserve it, like Ferenc tonight, who had the 17 points for Hungary. He's 33 years of age, and he will remember this night probably for the rest of his life, because he came out, played in the European qualifiers, and just shot lights out for Hungary. So Vojvoda, again, underlined his status as a big-time player in Europe, really a great scorer, and you better find him on the court. When he's open, he's usually going to knock him in. Pearl, I thought, was exceptional tonight. Usually it's his scoring, but tonight he was setting everybody up, and he made sure that Filipovic got up there and signed off also with an alley-oop jam. So the standings as we speak, Lithuania, Italy, and Poland 1, 2, 3. Hungary solidified their status as the fourth place team at 6 and 6, and Croatia are 4 and 8.